Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, my name is Thomas Rountree. I'm a bit of a fitness lifestyle vlogger. Today we're actually going to be starting a bit of a mini bulk where I'm going to run through pretty much everything that I do, from my macros to my exercise and rep ranges, all that kind of stuff. I'm just running through my way of building muscle mass and not gaining too much fat. Obviously up my strength in my compound movements, so my deadlifts, squats, bench, OHPs, all that kind of stuff. I'm really looking to up my strength. I'm obviously looking to build some size. So if I start with running through my macros, my maintenance macros, or my maintenance calories, is actually sitting around 2,900 calories, and I'm going to look to go in a bit of a surplus of 400 calories. Really looking to put on a good couple kg over the course of the month. So if I start with my calories being 3,300, and if I break that down into carbs, fats and protein, all in grams, that will actually break down to being 371 grams of carbs, 110 grams of fat and 206 grams of protein. I'm just looking to really gain some size. So this is the macros that I will be starting with. If I feel like this isn't working for me, I might alter it slightly, maybe after a week or so. So I might up my calories or decrease my calories if I feel like I'm gaining too much fat or anything like that. So now if we talk about how I'm actually going to train. So I'm currently on a 4-day split, which consists of me doing a push session first, an arms session, then we'll go for legs, and then a back session. So over the years, I've been training for the past 2 years. I've tried out a lot of different routines. So I used to do chest with triceps, back and biceps, and then legs and shoulders. I've tried push-pull legs. I've tried everything, and one of my biggest weak points is actually my arms and my legs. So I thought that if I split them up and have them on separate days, I can really focus on building some size, and then that gives me another day or two to recover from that workout as well, because it's a 4-day split. So if you didn't know what a push workout is, that's actually chest and shoulders. So with my chest and shoulders workouts, I always start with the compound movements. I'll either start with the bench or an OHP. So every push session I'll alternate between which one I start with. So one session I'll do chest, I'll start with bench, because obviously I'm feeling fresh. I won't be fatigued or anything like that, so I can train to my full. And then I'll do OHPs after that. And then the following week I will do shoulders first. I'll do OHPs where I'm feeling fresh, and then I'll do chest after that. Make sure everything's building at the same rate. Arms is very self-explanatory, so just obviously biceps and triceps. Just do a lot of isolation movements, a lot of curls, skull crushes, all that kind of stuff. Then legs, I always tend to squat first, and then back I'll deadlift first. So let's just move this up to here. So push. So I'm basically just going to run through all the exercises that I'll do for each session. So if I begin with push, so if I'm starting on a chest, if I'm emphasising chest for that session, I will start on the bench. And because I'm really looking to build some volume and some size, I'm going to be working with a 5x5, so 5 sets of 5 reps. And obviously prior to that, a couple of warm-up sets, some stretching, just to get nice and warmed up before I go into my working sets. So bench, I'm currently working on a 75 kg 5x5. which I'm obviously looking to up. I really want to get to like the 80-85 mark, 5x5 on that. I'll then usually go for an incline dumbbell press, which I'll be using probably about 30 kg, and then another 5x5 on that. So like really the compound movements, I'm going to be doing a 5x5. So if I'm doing bench with the barbell, I'll then do incline with dumbbells, and then if I'm doing dumbbell flat, I will do incline bench with the barbell, just to alternate the movements, because you don't really want to be dumbbells I find a bit better because you're not determined on leaning a certain way, because the bar, if one side's weaker, you end up pushing up more with the other side, end up emphasising more on one pec, whereas if you're on the dumbbells, obviously they work separately, so it can work your chest a bit better, so I like to alternate between them. I'll then do a shoulder exercise, so I'll do 2 chest exercises and 2 shoulder exercises, and I'll go on to an OHP. So like I said before, I'm going to be doing a 5x5 on this, probably working about 45 kg on that. I'm looking to build up to about 50, 5x5 solid on 50. I then usually do about like an Arnold press, or some lat raises or something like that to like compensate to go after the OHPs. So it doesn't really matter which one I do, just which whenever I feel like doing really. And I'll do 4 sets on that, so 5 sets for the compound movements, then 3 to 4 sets on any other movements. I then go back onto a chest, so then at this stage I'll usually do some flies with the cables, and I'll just alternate the height, so I'll maybe do 3 sets up here and then 3 sets from the bottom. Yeah, and then I'll usually do like some front raises with some dumbbells, or actually on a cable, and then just some other bits and bobs, maybe a bit of rear delts. So yeah, that's it for my push session. So that's emphasis on chest, and then obviously if I was doing a shoulder session, emphasis on shoulders, it'd basically just be swapped round, so it'd be OHP first, with then following like an Arnold press or a lat raise, and then obviously bench following that. Like I said, maybe alternating between dumbbells and the barbell, so you're not getting used to just one motion. So now if I move on to my arm session, this one's, I don't really need to talk much about this one, because you guys know about arms. You don't really, you go in, you get an arm pump, you leave, basically. So I'll talk a little bit about arms, a little bit about what I do. So I usually start with biceps. I would usually do probably a 5x5 or maybe even 5x8 on like the easy bar. Just whack 10 aside, or maybe 15 depending on how I feel. I would then go on to a bit of an isolation, so I'll do an incline dumbbell curl, really work on that peak. I'd then move on to a tricep isolation, so I'd either do skull crushers with a barbell or dumbbells. Usually I'd alternate it between the sessions. I really feel like isolation movements work best for me, because I feel like I can really stretch out the muscle. I can really feel it working my muscle, which is always good. So similar to the push session, I'll do 2 bicep movements, and then 2 tricep movements, and then 2 bicep movements, 2 tricep movements. And then move on to cables and just do some rope curls, some tricep extensions, maybe some dips, just all that kind of stuff. Just pretty straightforward really. So now if I move on to legs, pretty much every time I will start with squats. Squats are a bit of a weak point for me. I haven't really found my way in the squat movement, if you want to call it that, at the moment. And like I've said before, I'll be doing a 5x5. I'm currently working at about 100 kg for 5x5, but I'm really looking to up this. I really want to gain some size and some strength for my legs. So hopefully by the end of the month I could do 5x5 and maybe 110. Really build that up. I'd then probably go on to weighted lunges. With this I'd do like 4 sets of about 12 reps. So depending on your stride, obviously if you putting your feet further away from you, you're going to be working more of your hamstrings. If you're putting your feet closer towards you when you stride, you're going to be working more of your quads. So I'd usually alternate between that, just test it out. So then we'd usually do a Romanian deadlift with the barbell. So I'd usually do about 80 to 100 kg on this. Probably a 5x5 on that actually. And then once we've done them, always finish up on leg extensions and leg curls. So 2 isolation movements basically, and then at the very end, I'll be doing some calf extensions, because I really need to build my calves. So with them rep ranges, I would be doing like 4 sets of maybe 10 reps. Really looking to build that volume. So then moving on to the final workout of the split, which is a back workout. I always start with deadlifts, because obviously I feel fresh at the start of the session. If you're really looking to lift some heavy weight, you want to feel fresh, ready. You don't want to feel fatigued at all. So with deadlifts, I've been trying out a lot of different things at the moment. Recently I've been doing a 3x3, so I think I'm going to go for a 5x5 again on this. My deadlifts have actually gone really quite heavy recently, so if I was going to do a 5x5, I'll probably do a 5x5 and 140 to start with, and then obviously just build it up. I then go on to either like a close grip seated row or a wide grip seated row, and with these you just do 4 sets of 10 reps, so really quite heavy. I then go on to like a dumbbell row, and then like a lat pull down for that. All of them is all 4 sets by 10 reps, quite heavy, and then maybe for the next session up the weight and lower the reps. So that's a look at my workout. That's a look at my split that I'll be doing, and then I'll obviously alternating it throughout the time. Obviously I'll show you guys when I'm alternated, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, all that kind of stuff. Today we're going to be starting on a push session, seeing as it's the start of the bulk. So that's what we're going to be working with today, and I'll bring you guys along with me to the gym. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the video, guys. So obviously this is the way I train, but you guys can alter this slightly in terms of the weights, rep ranges, all that kind of stuff, but this is just the way I'm going to be training for this bulk, to just maximize that muscle growth. So yeah, I'm going to head to the gym now. I'm just eating a bit of food, and then I'll catch you guys in the gym. Hi guys, so welcome to the commentary. I'm going to try and make this as brief as possible, as I'm aware this video is dragging a little bit. So to start, we went on to an incline dumbbell. Usually, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, I'd start on a bench, but the bench was actually taken up at this point, so we had to start on incline dumbbells. So with this, I actually went for 5 sets of 5 reps on 34 kg, which is actually a PR for me. Absolutely smashed that, felt brilliant.
It's a life-changing experience.
Come on.
Absolutely unforgettable. 18 to 25. The big international citizens that deployed here. You might be something for communities in Africa, Asia, all that.
We then went onto bench, did a couple warm-up sets on just 60 kg. We then went up to 75 kg and did 5 sets of 5 reps. I was pretty happy with that, but I'm really looking to up that for my next session.
Set on 100, going for about 2 to 3 reps. We'll see what we can do. Pressed 110 before, so it should be.
Reese is going for 100 kg here. Come on. We then went on to an OHP and did a 5x5 on 47.5 kg, which actually went flying up. Like, felt brilliant today, felt really good. Usually I feel a bit fatigued after doing the bench, but today it felt absolutely brilliant. So I'm definitely going to be upping that to 50 kg in next session. What we got here then, Reese?
60, mate.
Got 60 then. Let's do this.
5 reps.
5 reps?
Yeah. Then move up to 70.
Come on then.
So you did that one.
Chop chop. Come on. One more. No. 4's decent though, bro.
Right, if I get 3 reps out on there, so I'll let Tom dye my hair red and we'll make a video out of that, yeah? So.
Come on then, buddy. One.
That's the deadest rep I've ever done.
And then, like I mentioned earlier, I just finished up on some bits and bobs. So as you can see here, I did some lat raises. So 4 sets of 12 reps on these. Then just some flies on the cables, and then some front raises for my delts to finish up that session. So yeah, that was my workout for today. I'll catch you guys in a minute. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I'm sorry if you think that I blabbered on a little bit earlier, but I was just trying to get as much information across to you guys as possible to help you out a bit and to tell you how I train and how I eat and all that kind of stuff. So I know this video has been a bit longer than normal, but it was one of them videos I needed to do and I knew it was going to take a while. So yeah, stay tuned for episode 2 of Bulky Time. And yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.